Good morning, super friends, and welcome to the Saturday, May 9th edition of the Sacred News and Weather. Happy birthday to my grandmother, Hannah Blanche in the stars. Whenever I hear the date, May 9th, my grandma was very special to me. She was a Rosie the Riveter. She was like a hardcore badass woman born in 1920, and she traveled the world. She had a career, she had a family. She was just pretty badass. And so happy birthday to her. I'm coming to you from beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sonoma Coast in Jenner by the Sea, Northern California. And I'm in this gorgeous landscape. I'm actually going to try and turn the camera around so that you can see where I am, because today's message comes from this. It's inspired by the landscape for sure, the shifting landscape. I'm in a spot where the river meets the ocean. And so, like right now, I'm looking at a snowy egret. There is a wisp of fog coming through. This morning when I woke up, I couldn't see out the window because there was so much fog. And literally, I don't know, 15 minutes later, everything revealed itself, and there was the river, and there were the trees, and there were the flowers, and there was the sea, and it's just such a magical place. And I am going to turn the camera, and let's see if I can give you a shot of the landscape so that you can see where I am without naked hot tub people, because I don't think YouTube would approve. It's not that channel. Out there, though, over past that little bar of land is the Pacific Ocean. And this is where I am today, and it is magical. I'm hosting a VIP weekend for one of my favorite clients. We spent last night just going so deep, and right now I'm fresh from the hot tub and ready to do a little more work, but I thought I would stop in here first and give you all a message. So I'm just going to close my eyes here. I'm going to give you my preamble with my eyes closed. As with everything I do, take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and know that these messages are timeless. So whether you are tuning in real time on Saturday, May 9th, 2026, or some later date, there's probably going to be something here for you. So sitting with the shifting landscapes this morning when I woke up, I could feel that fog. I could feel the weight of the fog. Even though I was inside, I could feel the weight of the fog over me. And I asked Spirit to take me into the center of the fog. So bring me to the center of the center of the center of the fog. And I didn't mean the actual physical fog surrounding me. I meant the center of the center of the center of what was clouding my vision, but also our vision, our collective vision. So getting into the center of the center of the center of what is clouding our vision is fear. Now, for each of you, the fear is going to resonate in a different way. For some of you, it's fear. It's like that global fear of, oh my God, look at what's happening in the world. How are we going to do this? For some of you, it's much more personal. Look at what's happening in my world. My world is coming apart, or my world is about to come apart. Or if I make this decision, my world, it will change everything. And like all of the fear was at the heart, at the core of this bank of fog. And I could feel, I asked where in my body, but where in the collective body. So I'm working with not only my own energy here, but I'm working with the collective energy. And so when I came into the center of the center of the center of the center of the fear of this collective, it really resided, it's from the heart all the way down into our sacral chakras, some of you down into the root, but in the collective, it was really centered between the heart and the sacral womb chakra. And when I asked what that fear is, I got a very specific answer for me. And so I'm going to invite you to go into the center of the center of the center of your own being, of your own body, to look for that fear and notice where you feel it. It does have an origin point, but it is coming all the way over us and really clouding our ability to see what is available to us, to see what is possible for us. The fear is clouding the love, is what I heard. The fear, the universal fear, is clouding the universal love. It is almost like receptors in the brain where if they're blocked, if the receptors are blocked, what is needed can't bind. So for some people, they're with the trauma that they've grown up with early trauma, they can't actually receive anything more than dopamine. They can't actually take in the oxytocin. They can't actually take in that bonding hormone. The receptors are blocked. They're flooded with fear. They're completely blocked. And I could see where the fear in our universal, in our physical bodies, in our universal energy, like the channels, the receptors for love are blocked by fear. And so when I asked, what can I do? How can I shift the gears so that we could remove the what is blocking, so we could remove the fear, so we could flush away the fear so that the love could come all the way in. What I was shown was just like the fog that is moving through, just like the fog that was shrouding us this morning, that the sun was going to come, the unifying fire of the sun, that divine spark, the radiant sun. I want you to remember that whether it is nighttime, whether it is foggy, whether it is raining, whether it is cloudy, the sun is always shining. We just can't see it. But the sun is always shining. And if we look, if we allow ourselves to remember, if we allow ourselves to receive the light of the sun, that fear is going to burn all the way away, that fog is going to dissipate, and what we will be left with is the love that is available to us. Now, I could also see where there was a hesitation to receive the love. It's like, oh, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know what that is or how to hold it. And so what came through was this beautiful image. It is actually the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is also in the spirit of the tarot deck known as the Fountain of Love. So what I did was with the sun, with the sun's radiance, the fog burned off. I could see the receptors that were available to receiving the love, but I wanted to get the love all the way in. So if you can imagine today that anytime you are feeling your fear, that the sun is going to shine, it is going to clear away that fog of fear. And then you need to open yourself. I'm inviting you to open yourself to receive this fountain of universal love. So if you can imagine flushing your system, allowing your system to be literally flooded with this fountain of love, not to drown you, not to overwhelm your system with feeling, overwhelm your system with emotion, but to remember that this is universal love. It is not coming from inside of you where you need to give it to someone else. It's not being generated. It's not meant to be generated from your personal energy. This universal love comes up from the earth. It comes down from spirit. It is the kind of love that is endless. It is infinite. It is always available to us, and it is here for you to receive. And all you need to do is open yourself to receiving that universal love and allow it to come in and just flush all the way into your system and to flood those receptors that were once filled with fear, with this feeling of love. And to remember that each time that fear rises up in your body, you can take a deep breath. You can imagine the sun radiating, and then you can visualize this fountain of love pouring down and through, down and through, down and through. And it is infinite. There is no end to this source of universal love. The only end to it is where you cut it off and allow that fear to come back flooding into you. So we're going to try not to do that today, okay? We're going to try not to let the fear cloud our judgment. We're going to try not to let the fear take over and run, drive the bus, drive the boat, run the show. Today is a day where I invite you to really feel that sunlight on your face, whether it's cloudy, whether it's rainy, whether it's foggy, to just invite in the warmth of the sun that is always shining and to let that fountain of love all the way in. This is what I have for you today. I wish you a very happy Saturday as I go upstairs and get another cup of coffee and ring a singing bowl and call all of my people to the altar to start doing some really big work. I hope to see you tomorrow. I'm still here, so still here in on retreat, so I may or may not get in here, but I'm going to do my very best. Much love, and please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.